Thursday, April 25th, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Guys, we're going to take a look at some weather conditions currently underway around the world. We're going to start here in the United States, where we're at VentureSky.com, and we're looking at what we've looked at before with regard to severe weather, and we're looking at the lifted index, and you're seeing a canopy that extends from Louisiana all the way up into Clarksville, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, parts of southern Indiana. This entire area, you see, especially in the Burgundies, could see severe weather today, much like they did yesterday. We're here at hailreports.com, and unfortunately there was a lot of damage in East Texas from this tornado here near College Station. There were 5 that were reported. There were reports of hail, high winds, and there could be a repeat performance today throughout Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee. So big heads up. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be in all of these locations. It just means conditions are favorable in these locations that are, especially in the Burgundy. They could see tornadoes again, large hail, flash flooding, high winds, everything on the menu. So just be ready here, guys. The canopy in that area is very unstable. We're going to look at it right here at weathercharts.com, and you can see it moving through East Texas into Louisiana, the southern states, clear up into Tennessee, Indiana, and even parts of Ohio, making its way up the eastern seaboard, becoming a very strong low pressure system on Friday night into Saturday, bringing high winds, heavy rain into New England, parts of New York, snow up into Canada, and then another system coming in behind it through the Great Plains or the upper Midwest, possibly snow again. See the purple? We talked about this a couple of days ago. Snow right through the middle of Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota. Granted, it won't last very long, but there is a chance for snow this weekend in those areas. We're looking at a very large, powerful cyclone that's getting ready to make a landfall right now as I do this video. We're here at Zoom Earth. This is zoomearth.com. These are the latest, well, they're within 48 hours old. These are satellite images in near real time in the southeastern part of South Africa, just across from Madagascar. In this area, there's an active underwater volcano in the Mayotte area. Let me take you to Google Earth. I want to show you what we're looking at here. I marked this yesterday as this is the direction the storm was heading. It formed very quickly. It was not there 3 days ago. This storm was not there. It formed over this, what I'm calling a hot spot. There's an active underwater volcano in the Mayotte Island archipelago right in here. The cyclone is going to stall and go back over Mayotte, more than likely. At least that's what the models are showing, but I'm going to remove the weather feature. I want to go down here and look. These are the areas I marked yesterday based off of the current models, and it was showing a landfall right in here in a populated area, and this populated area extends inland. And here's what's going to happen. We're looking at Mukojo all through here, Pamba. This is part of Cabo Delgado, Nampula. All of this area here could see extreme flooding. And what I mean by extreme is this. This storm is going to, or at least it's predicted to, stall once it makes landfall. Get down in here. Here's another area right on the coast. All of these homes are going to be loaded with water. We're talking anywhere from 2 to 4 feet of water potentially. And again, this extends inland for probably 30 miles. Then the storm's going to back up, go in reverse, and go back over the islands where it came from. And this is where it generated. It actually started out in here. And here's Mayotte, where there's an underwater active volcano that what I'm thinking is creating a water anomaly here. The water's probably very warm in that area, and it's creating these spawn-up cyclones. Cyclones rotate clockwise. Hurricanes in the northern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise. This is considered a cyclone because this is at the 12 degrees south latitude, which is just below the equator. But anyway, this big storm system is going to create a very big problem over here for these people. So I hope there are people in position that can come in here and give these people some aid, because they're going to need it after this storm departs, probably sometime on Sunday. If we look at the storm here, once again at weathercharts.com, you can see this is the storm system right here, that low, that's 962. That's why we were talking about the low pressure system over the United States a couple of weeks ago when it reached like 969. I mean, that's cyclone, that's hurricane strength. So this one right now, it's at around 957, which is a Cat 4. I'm going to show you the storm right here. And there it is. That's going to make landfall as potentially a Cat 4, at least a Category 3. That's a very well-organized storm system that is packing a lot of precipitation. I've already looked at the precipitable water table on this thing, and it is loaded with water. Here's the thing. Let me show you what it's going to do. The models are suggesting that this thing is going to stall right there and back up, go back out over Mayotte, where it came from. It's going to sit there for 3 days. Let's just say mathematically, because everything is numbers, mathematically, if once it makes landfall, it comes down to a tropical storm, which that's what it's forecasted to do. Even remaining a Category 1 for over 24 hours, we all know what these storms are capable of doing. Let's just say that this thing sits here for the better part of 3 days. And if we go back to weathercharts.com, you can see the low pressure. Watch that L right here. It's going to stay in the same location until, check this out. Now we're at Saturday, it's still there. We're starting today on Thursday, it's making landfall right now. Friday, it's still there. Saturday, it's still there. Sunday, it's still there. And then it starts to dissipate Sunday into Monday. So we're looking at least 72 hours. And let's say that this storm has the potential to produce at least a half an inch of rain an hour. For 72 hours, that's 36 inches of rain in that area I just showed you on Google Earth. Right in here, they could see possibly quite easily 36 inches of rain. This storm is going to stall and create a huge mess. That storm there is going to create a very big flooding event. Talk about days of Noah on steroids. That's what it's going to look like. You can see it here at nullschool.net. The leading edge of this cyclone is making landfall right now as I do this video. The surface wind speeds are at 75 to 85 miles per hour with gusts of over 100 miles per hour. Over here at popularmechanics.com, there's an article dated March 20th, 2019 that talks about this underwater active volcano in the island of Mayotte, which is just offshore between Southeast Africa and northern Madagascar, right in here. So I think what's going on is the water is much warmer here. This is the second, quite possibly the third cyclone that has started right here in this area, made landfall. I know it's the second for sure. We just saw one about a month ago that made landfall, stopped, and went in reverse. And this one, coincidentally, is going to do pretty much the same exact thing. They're seeing floods right now, or actually within the last 48 hours in Durban, South Africa. And we're all familiar with the East African Rift Zone, and I'm not saying that this is directly associated with the East African Rift Zone, but there was a lot of rain in Durban. I don't think that this storm system that we're looking at here is going to affect Durban. Durban is much further south, but this area here could see landslides, significant flooding, like I said earlier, quite possibly a days of Noah scenario on steroids. Incredible, guys, so big heads up. Here's some flooding that we recently saw in the United States. This was sent in by Wendy from northeast Georgia. It's been a lot of water on the move lately, guys. It's springtime in the northern hemisphere, and that's not uncommon, but we are seeing a lot of water moving in many different locations around the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere with this cyclone that's about to make landfall. These are some great pictures and video footage that were sent in by Wendy from northeast Georgia. Wendy has a very good eye for different things in the sky, different things on the ground. I appreciate all the videos and pictures that everybody sends in. I can't quite get to all of the emails that are sent in, guys. I do try. So if you don't see your picture or video in one of my videos or at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, just know I'm working on it because we do receive a lot of different pictures and videos. Here's one that was sent in yesterday from Trinidad, Wisconsin. And these things here, I don't remember seeing them as a kid.
This is so kind of weird.
It's just a very unique phenomenon that I received two. This young lady here took a video of it from her phone, and by the way, this is unedited. And look how intense that halo is from Trinidad, Wisconsin. Not only did I receive a video and some pictures from this young lady, and when you see a video like this that says, I'm going to go back to it, where it says reports at MrMBB333.com, that's simply because I don't know who to give credit to. I did not get a name associated with this. The young lady just sent in the video clip with her phone. She was quite mesmerized at what she was seeing in the sky. And so was another gentleman who sent in the same halo picture from Trinidad, Wisconsin, but from a slightly different location. His name was Sunil. I just always use first name just out of privacy. This one was slightly edited, as you can see, but a very intense sun halo observed in Trinidad, Wisconsin. And I don't normally have this happen where two different people who don't know each other sent me pictures of the same phenomenon from the same location. So pretty cool, guys. I always like seeing those things because, gotta be honest, I don't remember seeing those when I was a kid. They do kind of make sense, moisture in the atmosphere and the sun angle and a couple other factors involved, but those are very interesting, and I don't, like I said, don't remember seeing those when I was a kid. Got some more pictures to share with you guys, a few. I'm still trying to get through the photographs. Even right now as I do this video, I've been working on photos this morning. Here's a very unique cloud structure sent in by Chris from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Really neat cloud structure sent in from Mesa, Arizona. Don't know the name of the individual, but I didn't see this one. It was in the Eastern Valley. I think she was looking to the northeast, and a very unique cloud system from Mesa, Arizona. This was sent in by Matt S. from St. Louis, Missouri. Gorgeous sunset. Good job, Matt. Texas clouds sent in by Krikula, hope I pronounced that right. And these are clouds more than likely associated with some of those storm systems that we saw that unfortunately created tornadoes throughout Texas yesterday. Ron B. and Kai sent this rainbow-looking cloud in from, it's from Florida. And it was part of another halo system, but this one here was way below the halo, and it was kind of by itself. And here's a picture of it behind a tree. It was very intense, so they took pictures of it. Ron took the pictures, and they were sent in by Kai. Again, that was from Florida. Melanie from Apple Valley, California. This is actually the moon with some sort of orangish red ring around the moon. She observed from Apple Valley, California. Last photograph sent in by Jordan. It was taken by Dave from Nebraska, and this was earlier in the week when they had some storms move through, and the atmosphere turned completely purple during these thunderstorms. So great observations, guys. Keep them coming. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the website when you get a chance, MrMBB333.com. It's linked below every video in the description box. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.